Oh, it's honestly amazing. Um, the guys in the locker room are making it easy, being really accepting, showing me, the ropes, the shortcuts to the field and stuff like that. So, it's been real cool getting adjusted.
Why did you pick the Cowboys?
Man, I mean, I couldn't see a reason why not. America's team, publicity, knowing that you have a better chance than most to go to the playoffs every year. Just knowing that the exposure and the ability that they have on this team. You know what I'm saying? The explosiveness that they have on offense. I feel like it's been a while since I played with a really explosive offense. You know what I'm saying? To complement a really good defense. It just seemed like the best opportunity to come and be successful. I feel like, I've done enough losing in my past.
What role do they have for you? What do they want you to do? What have they told you?
Get off the ball and make plays. That's what they want. They want somebody to, cause some chaos for the quarterback, cause some chaos in the run game. And so they want somebody with a whole lot of energy. And that's me.
You play in linebacker, outside linebacker in the defense, or?
You put me there, I'll play it. I'll
What's it
play
been
it.
like working with you?
Huh?
I was going to say, Dan Quinn's very hands-on. What's it been like working with him on the field?
Man, honestly, I've loved working with Dan. But I already knew I was gonna love working with Dan. Prior to working with him, I've heard nothing but good things about him. I heard about how into the D line and pass rush that he was, and that right there excited me. Like I've always wanted to play for a coach like Dan Quinn, who I know would make me a better player than I already was.
How does he go about that? What does he bring out of you that the other coaches yet haven't been able to do, you think?
Well, so far, I feel like Dan Quinn really, him and Coach AD, like they work together to help us, and Kat and Rob, like they all work together to help us. But I feel like they've been doing a good job of helping me realize certain things about myself in order to correct them. And certain things about myself I didn't realize that I did when playing football, that they helped me realize, my habits, whether good or bad, and help me to either perfect the good ones and to, eliminate the bad ones.
What's a bad habit that they ask you need to change that?
I've been a bad angle taker. I never knew that I took bad angles in pass rushing. I never knew that I always chase the edge of a guy. That's one thing that AD told me. You're chasing the edge of the tackle instead of just, running your race. You're running his.
You think when you think about your game in that perspective that maybe you left some sacks on the table in the past?
Most definitely. But you can't, feel no type of way about the past. You can't change that. I mean, like, you can't change the past. All you can do is change how you feel about it, So how I feel about it is I don't look at it like as a loss or I missed out. I look at it as like a learning. Like I wouldn't have the chance to learn from my past if it isn't there. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have the chance to learn and to become a better player. So, it is what it is. You leave something on the table, you learn from that, and you go get it the next time.
You mentioned this earlier, but over the course of your career, you've been part of some teams that, I guess you've been part of a lot of losing locker rooms, and you've been in those buildings, and what's it like when that's your environment for such a prolonged period of time?
And what's crazy is I didn't even know that the environment was what it was. It didn't feel like that while you were in it. But then, like, you walk into a building like this, and from the top down, from the office, the head office to the equipment staff, we all expect to win in this building. And you can feel that. It's a difference.
Did you know anybody here before you signed? Know any players or any past histories with guys?
Yeah, I know a couple players, a couple friends, a couple guys I trained with myself.
Sorry. Some players have talked about, you talked about Dan Quinn and things that stand out, about seeing him mix it up with you guys, like literally being in his J's and holding you guys off and getting in there with you. what does that mean to players to see a coach kind of get his hands dirty?
It means one or two things. Either he feels like he's out of shape and his wife's been telling him to get back in shape, or he's really just a good hands-on coach that likes to work with his players and like to develop his players by himself, like to be hands-on. He's not asking nobody else to develop us. He's developing us himself.
So which one is it?
I don't know, man. Maybe a little bit of the both. You never know.
So do you kind of feel like this is a fresh start or starting over for you, a new chapter of your career? Is that kind of how you look at it, or are you just building on what went before?
It's definitely going to be a new chapter from the last chapter, but it's the same book. It's the Book of Bash, you know? The Book of Bash. We still on the same book. And the one thing I like to tell people, it's the same different toilet, you know? So I'm still taking the same just got it in a different toilet, you know what I'm saying? We moving up. We moving up.
We got and that's it. Thank you.
All right, y'all.
Thank you.